Chapter 8, Mishnah 10. This Mishnah deals with pouring wastewater into a drainage channel that empties into the public domain. Rabbi Eliezer ben Yaakov says, if there is a drainage channel that runs from the edge of the courtyard into the public domain, which is covered by a dome for its first 4 amos in the public domain, we may pour wastewater into it on Shabbos because the water exits the courtyard area directly into the covered section of the channel, which is not considered a public domain. Since this section of the channel is 4 amos long, the day's wastewater will be absorbed before it has a chance to flow out into the uncovered part of the channel in the public domain. The sages disagree and prohibit pouring out wastewater even when it is likely to be absorbed before entering the public domain. But the sages say even if the channel runs alongside a roof or through a courtyard that is 100 amos long and thus has ample space with which to absorb the water before it reaches the public domain, one may not pour wastewater directly into the opening of the channel because when on occasion some water does go out into the public domain, it will flow out with some force since it was poured directly into the channel. People will therefore think that he poured out the water right next to the public domain, intending for it to flow into the public domain. As a result, they might permit pouring water directly into the public domain on Shabbos. However, one may pour the wastewater onto a roof overhanging a drainage channel, and the water then descends to the channel because it will flow out into the public domain without much force, and nobody will think that he poured it out near the public domain. The Mishnah returns to the previous Mishnah's discussion of pouring out wastewater in a courtyard that is next to a public domain. A courtyard and an adjoining portico combined to form an area 4 amos by 4 amos that could absorb the 2 sa'ah of wastewater used in a day. One may therefore pour out wastewater in this area on Shabbos because it will be absorbed before it could flow out into the public domain.